session of Kiss My Badge for the fans, by the fans, covering the most exciting league in the world. And shout out to our content partner, Matchday Affairs. And finally, the league has ended on a high, and it's damn exciting because it goes down to the wire until the last game, similar to like La Liga. So the excitement is there.
Not for the
What do you
first
guys?
two lah. Not for the first two, right? Not for
Not
the
for
first
first,
two position.
of course lah. First two position is already
It's
cemented
exciting for
already.
you actually.
Yeah.
It's only exciting
I'm
for the Liverpool fans. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I'm
it.
such a happy man. I'm such a happy man. Ah,
So
Well,
how do you
news
sum up? Yeah.
elsewhere.
it's I was watching the game. Well, after Mane scored the first goal, I feel like actually there was calmness. To me, me as a Liverpool fan, there was calmness. I think some of Liverpool fans will be very, very probably scared because usually we concede goals at the last minute, especially like Farid. Shout out to Farid. He always say, Liverpool should concede. But somehow there was a bit of calmness because there's urgency. Finally, we see urgency. We are pushing for the second goal. So it was like to me, hey, there is push, there is drive there, like the usual Liverpool team. So I was not so panicked actually. So it's
No,
not too so
I
exciting.
think the game could have taken a nasty turn if actually Crystal Palace did capitalize on their chances, because I think they had a few chances that would result in goals.
The earlier
And
part of the game, yeah, yeah,
correct. So if they had
yeah.
actually scored, and then we would have a different game for Liverpool. Fortunately though, they didn't score, so the momentum kind of was lost on them, and then Liverpool kind of just carried on momentum, and that's eventually what happened.
I think
It
you
was a
have a
send off.
stat right. I just you have a
Uh,
stat right that you told me
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
before recording right. What was your stat? You so
yeah.
happy to
No,
hold on to that
it's
stat, man.
it's it's because the last 10 games of the season we are unbeaten. The last 10 games, 2 draws and 8 wins, 26 points out of possible 30. So that's a very very big achievement to me, and I think to us all for Liverpool fans because we lost 6 games in a row at home. We were languishing at 8th spot just about what 2 months ago, 2 months plus ago. So imagine for us getting third place. Oh my goodness,
So
so
it's a
shook.
happy season for you.
Okay, not say happy lah. We got so many injuries. We could have been could have been better for us, but it ended well lah. It
Mm.
ended well for. I think it ended quite well.
Actually, I want to ask a question. Why are Liverpool fans, a lot of them,
Mm,
why are you guys so like what's the word for it? Why you still target Man
happy.
U? Why you still target Man U? Why you still say that, oh, we have an injuries hit squad, but we still manage three, but yet you also happy to get second, also celebrate and talk so much. Why you guys
Who who
like
who
that? Why can't you give credits
who
when
said it?
credits are due?
Who said it?
I don't know, but I saw. You cannot say lah. You want me to find Is
Yeah.
it?
No,
Your
no, no,
alter
no. Don't lah, don't
ego.
lah. No, it's not. It's because okay, because it's obvious Liverpool and Manchester United are two of the biggest teams that are the top achievers in English Premier League. These two are the main rivals. No matter whether City is trying to squeeze in and say, oh, the new rivalry is City and Liverpool. No, it's not. It has always been United and Liverpool. So no matter whether Liverpool is languishing in sixth place or United is going sixth or whatever it is, it's always between Manchester United and Liverpool. These two teams. It's always these two teams.
But do you recognize Ole's efforts
I do.
this season?
I do. I do.
So they
Always
deserve
has
to
been.
be on top of you guys,
Uh for their
See,
form,
he won't admit
yes.
that. He won't admit
No,
that.
no, no. I agree what? For the form, it is what? For the form,
You
they
took
do. They deserve it.
you took like at least 5 seconds. It felt
No,
like a
because
5 seconds to
I'm
me.
trying to be politically correct because I don't want to sound like a sour grape. So I'm
Ah.
saying that yes, You guys deserve second place because of that good run. The good run that you have, winning the goals, the tenacity that you have, even though you always concede first, but you keep on scoring late and then finding that winning goal because we have been there last season. So I have to give credit where it's due.
Mm.
Finally,
Yeah, I mean,
everything
you
is
mentioned about the record. I mean, we are like only the fourth team to achieve an unbeaten record away from home, which
yes,
is
yeah.
honestly astonishing because I didn't thought, especially away, because most of the time at home you are generally stronger and you should be able to keep up a good record. But a twist of
Not
fate
this
for
season.
us is that this season we were tragic at home, but we were better on
Away.
the away side, and
Mm.
to just come out with a record. I think the thing about Ole's tenure so far is that he's been setting records. Like from the day he took over and up to now, he's been setting new records because like it is showing that he's not only the right person, but I guess he's the right person to also create a change or spark the change because change can only come with time and of course with the kind of investment and the kind of players mentality has to come and challenge. So we are seeing a life lesson. To me, I think I see it like it's a life lesson for anybody, not in a context of football only, but in terms of like improvement. Like if you put in the time, you have the correct philosophy, you got the right people, you can move forward and improve. And this is what Manchester United fans should acknowledge because this has all been tied together and across the 2.5 seasons Ole has been a manager, we can see evidently there's progress.
Mm.
And that's
I
all
think
I'm happy about.
I have to shout out to Imran lah. He says so many rates ah. Imran, congrats to Chelsea for being fourth again ah. Fourth again is it? Last season also fourth right?
Imran, power lah. Your team, your player of the season, Gareth Bale. For
Imran
helping
Gareth
you.
Bale.
Yeah, because Gareth Bale helped to defeat Leicester City and then they
Oh,
got fourth. Right?
Chelsea's player of the season,
Yes,
Gareth
player of
Bale.
the season, Gareth Bale.
Uh,
That's so funny. Yeah.
yeah, because of fourth again. You two fourth also Arsenal. I think we ate we ate. We
Yeah.
end up. Thanks for to Gareth Bale also that Arsenal don't have Europe football next season.
My
Yeah.
goodness. So
There's a joke
actually,
for Arsenal, you know. There's a joke for Arsenal.
yeah,
This season, right? Willock is the highest goal scorer
at
because he
Newcastle.
scores more. He scores more with Newcastle compared to Aubameyang or Lacazette.
But
Yeah. So
not a thing to be taken lightly. He scored like six games continuously, right?
yeah.
Manpower, you know.
He has made an
Wow.
impact. Yeah. Top four
Mm.
London. Top four. Okay lah. London got four teams only, is it?
No, maybe got six lah. I think got six lah.
Ismail says
One.
sell Willock to Newcastle.
That'll be
I
the best
think
outcome, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
how much you want to pay? How much you want to pay? Can afford Willock or not? You know?
Don't ask him.
Huh?
Wait, he
Can
will
afford
tell
Willock.
you those.
So you really want Willock ah? That means you really love Willock lah, Mail. Right. For
But
me,
Arsenal,
I still like Willock. I feel. I would keep him around ah.
you think he will fit in the Arsenal team
He
for next
won't,
season?
but we need fringe players, right? What if our season becomes like Liverpool season, injury hit,
Yeah.
suddenly everybody get injured. You know, we
I
need
got trauma.
his guy 6.5 million.
No, I think what's the biggest takeaway from the whole season finale is that like
Mm.
you have to acknowledge how teams have just progressed throughout. Like because COVID has hit the teams regardless whether they are a top flight team like top six team or you're talking about your relegation fighters, right? But it's how they have adapted to it. And if you see, if the team is headed by a strong structure or a strong figurehead, they will bounce back. Like I think the key to this, like Pep Guardiola as being a manager, Ole showing leadership, Klopp being an excellent,
Steve
outstanding
Bruce.
leader, right? These are Steve Bruce. I mean, not fantastically, but he's done his job. I
Hey,
mean, with
Imran is saying that Ole is manager of the year. He's
I would
acknowledging
agree.
Ole. You will you
Wow.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, this man then knows his football lah. I mean, from the stats and all that. So thanks, Imran. I mean, you
I
should.
think it's Imran or Imran. I think maybe it's a joke.
Yeah, when the text when they type out, right, you cannot see the emotion.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, shout out to Mirza. Mirza, thank you for joining us live. Mirza
Yeah.
for Match Day Affairs. He's also part of Match Day Brews, you guys. If you guys want some cold, nice soda, not soda, some bottled drinks, right? I think you can see our previous videos
Yeah.
before
And
Match Day Brews. Yeah,
it's football
Yeah,
team drink. So
yeah,
it's your
football
game,
team drink.
match day. Yeah.
Nice
I
cold.
just I just I just want to finish off
Yeah,
the topic, right? So
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think it's because if you have a strong leadership at the top,
Mm.
teams definitely will bounce back. I mean, there's only a few teams that I can pinpoint and say, right? Like you talk about Frank Lampard losing his job, and then Tuchel coming in and like he brought this team to the Champions League final, man. So you got to give props to his leadership. And then now you're talking about Klopp, like just what he did in the last 10 games as a manager, just to bring up this injury ravaged team. So I think what in your case, Arsenal, in your case, I would say um, it's to me at least it's Arteta is not the man because he has not displayed leadership at all for me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the results show for. I mean,
the
that's
looks is
what's
there.
matter.
He looks smart like Pep, he shouts like Pep. He wants to look cool, but I think I'll give him a chance. Even though I also agree with you that he is not the man for the job. He's inexperienced. He's I think a bit like Lampard level lah. Yeah, he's
You
not
know,
like Ole level. I feel, but
you know
I
what would be funny?
yeah.
Imagine you always keep saying this whole season that Ateta is there to steady the ship,
Yeah.
and this is the thing lah. I mean,
Yeah,
you're right.
he's steadying the ship.
He's steadying the ship. Yes.
Yeah, like I say
Yeah.
lah, he might get us into top four. I think I said this before. He
Mm.
needs to have his own team, like Imran said. Yes, he needs to have his own team. He's slowly
Yep.
building his own team. He might get us to top four again, get us back to Europe. But to get that EPL title again, I'm not that confident just yet, from what I'm seeing. So maybe I'll just give him some chance to say, okay, let us get into the top four first. I'm not going to have high expectation like Europa final or whatever. Just get us back into the top four.
No, I think it's also when given a chance to improve the squad. I think in terms of transfers, Arteta has done poorly in the market
Yeah,
because he's not gotten the right players to come in and improve the squad. So you have to look at it in one side where he has to make sensible business for the team, and so far that's why. So he lacks in terms of
that's
the
Edu, right?
leadership
Yeah, with Edu. Yeah, yeah,
and of course the kind of transfer market purchases. So I think, of course, I mean at the end of the day, Arsenal is a club, and of course, like what you say, there's a director of football now, Edu, and he's gonna be also one of the. I mean, I don't know whether the director of football has a say in terms of transfer. I think the director of football only has powers in terms of negotiation, whereas as a club representative, he goes to the other club to negotiate. But
Negotiate.
I
Yeah.
think ultimately what the manager wants is his decision, and I think at that area, I think Arteta needs to do well
yeah. I
And
if he
think
and
wants
there's
to
like
the
stay
the
on
Klopp,
the
era
job.
the era of manager controlling everything like Alex Ferguson days, right, is over. I think there
Yeah,
is always a constant meeting to say, hey, there is a budget, especially during the pandemic. You know, you cannot spend so much. So is our list of possibilities and all that. So I need to touch on all the topics that our friends are bringing up. There's a question here by Mirza. Is Arteta? What do you guys think? Is Arteta better than Unai? I say yes, because he knows the EPL style. Like Unai, he knows Europa, so he got us into the Europa final. But overall, right, in the long term, right, to survive in EPL, you need to have a certain knowledge. I feel, yeah. So
okay.
even Tuchel also cannot go higher than 4, right, in the EPL. So,
But Unai is in 2 Europa League final already.
yeah, I know he might win it. No, that
Yeah,
like I said
right.
lah, to EPL is number one. I feel. EPL number one. Then if you get
It's
into the
that
top
hard.
four, then you go into Europa, right? Is that hard?
Yeah.
Right? So
Correct,
in
correct.
that sense, right, I feel that Arteta is better than Unai. What do you guys think?
Um, I, I personally feel
I
that
think Unai is better than Arteta
I
Oh,
because
is
personally
it?
feel that
it's no feat. I mean, again, what you said is true about EPL knowledge and everything, but you're talking about. I think Arteta is not an established manager. That's all. Simply put, he's not an established manager. Unai has experience. He's been a Europa specialist before coming to Arsenal. Then he brought Arsenal to Europa also. And then what? It's just the next season after he's into a Europa final again. So this guy got pedigree because Arteta has nothing to fall back on.
Ah,
You
I
know what I
see, I
mean?
see. You got a
Yeah.
point there. Yeah,
I
that
have
makes me 50-50 lah actually. What
another
just?
thing is that I feel
Just
that
Mike just.
Arteta has better English than Unai.
Okay.
That's basically his power. Because if
That's
let's
his
say
strength, huh? Yeah.
Unai has a better grasp in communication, he will
Mm.
probably perform better because that's
Ah, I
I
see,
think
I
his
see, I
downfall.
see. You
He's
get, yeah, I get it.
communicating
Yeah.
of tactics and all that to his players and all that. So I think that's probably his downfall. If he had a
Mm.
better grasp in English, right, I think he would have performed a lot better than what he's
I
gone
think
through
you
with
know
Arsenal.
you got a point, because if you
Mm.
realize the easily the top 5 teams or 6 teams, all these 6 managers have good command of English. All six.
The good one, yeah.
All
Yeah,
six,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I think will a foreign manager struggle in EPL? I guess yes. If your command of English is not that good and you're gonna be able to direct your team, I think it plays a very important part. I think yeah. I just come to think about it. You talk about good command of English.
Imran was
Yeah, the top
mentioning
six.
Bilsa. He's mentioning
Buster speaks well
Bilsa.
too, right? Yeah,
No, he
speaks well
doesn't really
too.
speak English. He needs a translator
Really?
actually. Yep, he needs a
I've heard
translator.
him say, like short stuff because I don't know where I saw this Leeds clip. I think when the new owner took over or something like that. So he kind of, I mean, either ways.
Mirza say Roy Hodgson also struggled. And he can speak English.
Why? Why is about? Why is supposed to retire lah? It's
Yeah,
different
I think Roy,
story.
I think he's
Roy
talking about the
is,
time when he's in Liverpool lah, right? So,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's no, he's supposed to retire from when Liverpool already. Before Liverpool he retire already. I don't
yeah,
know lah. But
yeah, yeah.
I think one thing about Bilsa, I just want to add is that uh Bilsa is an anomaly. He is a different caliber. He is the leader of managers. He is the manager of managers. So with his even if his command of English that poor, he can make Leeds look such a formidable team. He's different level. I think he's a different level.
Maybe,
So
maybe,
Bielsa.
maybe the interpreter did a good job in terms of
yeah,
translating
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
accurately.
Yes, correct, correct,
because
correct.
because at the end of the day, I think you know the term lost in translation, right? I mean, if it happens, it
Yeah.
happens, and then it
Mm.
screws up the whole communication line. So I think Bielsa's translator or interpreter would have done a good job absorbing his instruction and then transmitting it accurately. So that way, you still have to then congratulate Bielsa
Mhm.
for doing a good job.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And congratulations to Brendan Rodgers. Kelvin Yap also mentioned congrats to Brendan Rodgers, which is true. He won the FA
But
Cup
why?
with
Why, Leicester? Why? Must you
why
let
not?
Spurs? Win. Why?
Power.
You were
Somebody
leading,
power
man.
ni.
Come on, man. 4-2 in the end. Come on. We won that conference league spot. Conference.
Two penalties some more, no.
Two
Two
penalties,
penalties some more.
And Bill
Penalties
suddenly
and
come
Bale.
out. Suddenly
Because
come
Bale,
out and then score.
I think Bale was his secret weapon lah. To simply
it
put,
is
is his
right.
secret weapon.
They should buy him already, right? Do you agree? They should buy him already. Huh, Iskandar?
If Zidane is not staying in Real Madrid next season, then anything can happen. He may just go back to parent club. But if
Yeah,
Zidane is
probably.
still in charge,
That's true.
then I think he just want to get rid of Bale. So that could happen.
So
So
Iskandar,
spending.
would you want Bale in Spurs? He didn't want, right, in the he
Yeah,
says
yeah,
that
yeah,
Bale
yeah,
can
yeah.
can leave, right? But now Bale save you guys, eh? Now Spurs, because of Bale, Spurs is on top of Arsenal now.
Conference. And
Yeah,
got
and inside
conference,
conference. Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, Imran said Bale doesn't even try and he scored so much this season, world class.
That's why.
That's true.
Even
That's
Edison
true.
so scored.
I think we have to,
Even
like we
Edison.
talked before, right? Bale, unfortunately, when he was at Real Madrid, right, Zidane didn't play him, right? I think he got fitness level dropped a lot. So
Yes.
when he went to
Yes.
Spurs, even Mourinho didn't want to play him immediately.
Yep.
Because I think because of that fitness level and the thing dropped lah, I think. Yeah. So
Now,
after that he got into his groove, right? I think he got
yeah.
slowly getting better. Yeah. So
Look at
Iskandar,
the
let's
way
let's get him. Let's
people.
get a Bale.
Yeah, let him stay. Yeah,
Because
Iskandar say let him
Kane is
stay.
leaving anyway.
Yeah, Kane confirm leave. Okay,
Kane leaving.
Yan, let me ask you. Out of the three managers who are retiring, I know Roy Hodgson you don't want, but would you want Antonio Nunes? No.
Yeah, I don't mind. I
From
don't mind
Wolves.
him. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
mind him.
yeah. He would be perfect for Arsenal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean I don't
I
mind
was
him, man.
just thinking through. He's a good
Nuno would
manager.
be perfect. But we don't know where is he headed next season, right? There's no
Yeah,
Don't know.
speculation about it.
Might be
So,
Spurs. Might be Spurs.
yeah, that's true.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, might be
Spurs also
Spurs.
may
Yeah.
be looking for a new
Wow.
manager. Any info on Spurs, Iskandar, on who's your new striker or who's your new manager? Who knows?
This like a Bale lah. I think Bale is here.
He's already wearing number 9, what?
Yeah,
No, I think he replaced Kane already. He will
yeah.
replace
Yeah.
Kane already. Yeah.
Imran was saying that Imran is saying that Jose Mourinho is more into psychological and tactical. So he's not into fitness and sports science. So
It's true.
maybe that's why Bale a bit slower being integrated into the team maybe. Yeah.
But actually, he wants to get into fitness. He needs the whole season. I mean, we know that EPL has been the probably the hardest league to go into. Everybody tackles flying in. You need to run here and there. So Bale not playing for one whole season, even more than that in Real Madrid, just sitting at the sidelines. He needs to be able to go into the season at the group that he's going, right? He needs time. So that's why actually at the end of the season we can see that he's shining because now he comes in, he can run. So it's true. I
It's
also
nothing
believe
new. I think it's not new for him. It's just a matter of catching up with his fitness.
yeah, that's right.
He terrorized the EPL defenses before he went to Real Madrid. So
Yeah. Now he
he's
come
got
back,
a
he
taste.
terrorize again.
Yeah,
Come back
exactly.
also he terrorize again. So it's like wow, damn power. Yeah.
Let's not talk too much about Spurs lah. Actually, right? Let's talk about Chelsea now lah. Let's talk about Chelsea. So in the end, they end up fourth, but they might still win the Champions League, right? So they might go into Champions League because of that.
As
Is it?
winners,
What's their
if as winners, yes, they will go into Champions League
The thing is,
as winners.
at third and fourth, you have to go through playoff.
mm,
Third and fourth, you have to go playoff. But if let's say Chelsea wins the Champions League, they don't need to play playoff. They straight away go into the knockout stage. So they don't need to play playoff. We need to play playoff.
or is it
Then we have to play good stage. Yes. For them, they straight away go to the knockout stage.
if they win the Champions
If they win.
League?
If not, they just go back, we join us to the group stage and knockout stage. Then after that, yeah. And go from there lah.
Imran was saying that they were from playoff and now in finals. Fuh.
Wow.
Yeah, because last season
Improvement,
last season they were fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's
Not
scripted
bad lah,
lah.
not bad.
Maybe
It's good run.
scripted. All this time, Werner is crap, right? He is meant for Champions League final. What do you think, He will just
I
like
just think
score
does.
he's
hat trick.
no, I think he's just
What
crap.
he done?
He's just crap. Hey, come on, he's German. Give him some
No,
credit.
no, I think he's playing
You
the wrong
biased lah,
position.
that's why like you say
No,
give
no,
him
no.
credit.
I feel like he's playing the wrong position. I don't think he's your box to box striker or your typical number 9. I think he's very good on. Actually, he's got pace. So I feel like he should play like what Marcus Rashford is playing, like forward on the sides and not like central striker. I think bad positioning for him.
I
Because
see, I see, I see.
Yeah.
I've never seen a proper clip where he has scored a good goal from that kind of position. Really, you can see a lot of miss lah.
No, actually half of his goals is all offside. And he celebrate as if it's handball, offside, VAR,
Yeah,
but he celebrate as if
exactly.
it's goal.
Yeah,
Can he speak English or not? Maybe he doesn't understand. Maybe, but the race
he
of
can, he
flag.
can,
Yeah,
He
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 can.
can, he
He
can.
can.
Yeah. His English is
I've
good.
seen his.
Yeah.
Yeah, his English is
Yeah,
not
he
too
can.
bad. Yeah.
Just want to add, Kelvin Yap, thank you for joining us. He once bailed in Manchester United lah. Kelvin Yap
Wow.
is a Man U fan, so he once bailed in Manchester United actually.
Wow.
How, Satish?
That is how
If
you want.
I want Cristiano lah. I mean, if we are even talking about possibilities, then it could happen. Who knows? I mean, Bill would be great for United. No arguing there. I think Bill will definitely make our forward runs a lot more interesting and fast. But I don't know. Doesn't seem to be a United player for me. Would be great, but not a United player for me.
It
I'd
is
rather
a
we see him go for. I mean, I'd rather see us go for Cristiano. If there's a very small chance, like 5% chance, I think we should take it because
Cristiano going to United is the same as Mbappe going to Liverpool.
yeah, I mean,
It's a small
like
chance, but
I
I don't
said,
think
yeah,
it's
that
happening.
is you see the thing is it will make a lot of football sense because or money sense because he's coming back, then he will take the number 7 and then he will start selling
Wow.
jerseys left and right.
Wow, dream, Wow, I like your dream.
But
lah.
you're not going to buy his jersey. You're against the owner, so you don't buy, okay?
I won't buy.
Yeah.
I'm still, I'm still a bit irritated because most of the other teams have already played their next season jerseys.
Yeah.
And then for us, we've not even revealed the bloody training kit. So it's so annoying.
Talking about training kit, right? Spurs goalkeeper jersey is the same as Liverpool's jersey, is it?
That's normal lah. Nike. That's why New Balance is still the best. New Balance is still the best, man. Wow, Nike always cut and paste one. Our third jersey looks like bloody Roma one. Our keeper looks like Spurs one. Our home one look like I don't know what. But
Spurs also
home one
just
not bad
revealed their newest jersey, home jersey. Simple
Which is just
white.
a plain
Like,
white.
Yeah, just plain
yeah,
white.
just
Yeah.
minimal. That one you go to Mustafa, you buy a
Bossini
plain
also have, I
t-shirt,
think.
plain-
Bossini also usually have one.
Yeah, don't need to go buy lah. Just print in front and your cock here. I mean the peacock or the bird here. That's it. Can already. Don't worry.
let me look at the other comments. Imran was saying that Giroud will score the goal.
Yeah.
Giroud will score the
Wow.
goal for Chelsea in the Champions League final. Please, I hope Giroud don't score because there will be more memes of ex-Arsenal players being more successful when they are out. And we already have Gabriel leaving Lille and then come to Arsenal. Lille win the title.
Yeah. Pepe and Gabriel left Lille go to Arsenal.
Yep.
Arsenal got 8 spot and Lille become champion.
Yeah.
Well done.
And then
Good
Partey
business.
left Atletico. And then after that Atletico become champion.
Well done.
So let's
Good business,
let's not get Giroud to
I
score.
mean, if we're talking about the Champions League final, I after seeing how Man City beat Everton, even on the last day, playing ruthlessly. I don't think Chelsea has a chance, man. This is all the Man City year lah. I think they're
Imran
gonna
says
do
it's
the double.
50-50 though. But
I
you
mean,
think
Yeah,
you
lah.
it's a
watch
bit,
the
yeah.
you watch how they beat Everton. I mean, Everton's not a. I mean, Everton and Chelsea they're not comparable, but both have good standard of coaching and sort of managers, right? And then even technically, they cannot do anything to this Man City.
Everton.
5-0, it's a comprehensive goal.
So
I
Champions
think
League is Manchester City's.
I think yeah, I mean they I think they purposely went on the last day to say let's show them that we can beat this team and put them in a scare
Mm.
for a while because I'll be worried if I'm Chelsea manager and Chelsea team.
Mm.
This Man City team, even on the last day they have no chills
Mm, 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 mm.
This is probably going to be the first European trophy for Manchester City.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably going to be the first.
Yeah.
Probably.
Before we continue with Chelsea, Mael is asking whether Gini
Gini.
Wijnaldum, yeah,
No, no, no,
is
no. It's not. It's not.
no Gino,
not
Where's
signing.
Gino?
He's leaving.
Gini. I
Yeah,
think it
Gini.
is Gini.
Yeah.
Gini Wijnaldum is not signing. He's leaving. In fact, he had a nice guard of honor send off. He came out. We gave him a few tokens. I think the people gave him a few tokens and all that, like the wall, Champions Wall, a replica of the Champions Wall. So he has been a good servant. He has been a legend. 5 years giving us everything. Uh, every game this season he has been everywhere. Him and Robertson has been playing like almost every game, literally, considering that everybody is out for some period of time, but him and Robertson has always been there for the team. And of course, who can forget him with that legendary performance against Barcelona, bringing us to the final and we win our sixth trophy. So yes, all the best, Jimmy. One of them, all the best. You are a legend in my eyes.
Mm.
Oh, are
So,
you
but
crying?
you do not know where he's going,
No,
right?
no,
Yeah, you're
I'm
crying.
not crying. You're crying.
Who's cutting the onions?
At the end when you
I'm not
enter, it
crying.
was
You're
so
crying.
sad.
But do you know where he's going?
No, that's the thing.
Barcelona.
There's no reveal yet.
Munich is a lot of players are leaving Munich.
Yeah, I think there's got a lot of players leaving this season.
Yeah, so
A lot of players out of
maybe
contract.
he's going there.
Who knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Who knows? Anything for
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah. So Kelvin Yap was saying that since Kane is leaving, right? We talk about Bale going to Manchester United. What about Kane? Would you accept Kane at Manchester United? Since you say Bale is not like Manchester United kind of spirit. What about Kane?
Kane is
Kane is
Kane is Kane
Kane
is
is
the number nine you want in any team. I think his positional play. We were just talking about it last week, right? The way Kane can take shots on every angle.
Mm,
Uh, uh, that itself is a good quality on its own.
that's
And
the one
and
Kane.
I think uh, it'll be fascinating to see where he ends up, lah. But I feel like United will fuck up again one more time in this transfer season. I
In
don't
my
know. I mean,
opinion, mm, Kane is like the cut and paste version of not the Undertaker's brother lah. That was Miza Kane, the Undertaker's brother. No. Talking about Harry Kane. Harry Kane is like the cut and paste version of Edison Cavani, the younger version, the English version. And we see how Edison Cavani comes into this United team as a free transfer, right? Loan, free transfer. And then look at
transfer.
how he performs, man. And both of them has very similar traits. They play well, they position themselves well, they take chances and they can score wonder goals and all that. Like the last one, he volleyed his the goal to secure the golden boot at the last game. Kane himself, I think he's probably similar in terms of gameplay with Cavani. So he will suit United's gameplay to a T. And if United
Yeah.
gets him for next season, United is dangerous.
I think the only reason why I would love Kane, but at the same time I'm just going to be realistic about this. I would we desperately need a right winger, uh, like desperately. And so we've never find a ever since, I think we're talking about like ever since Ronaldo leaving. I think we've never really had a proper winger. I mean, you had the likes of Nani. I think Valencia played
Nani.
in that role for a while. I mean, not up to standard, and then I think it's one of those positions we have never replaced adequately
Mm.
ever. And so, like, I think in my books, my right winger is Sancho, and Sancho and Rashford can take the wing. So I'm being practical. If United has X amount of money, and if they're gonna splash the money on one player, then I think they should go for Sancho, who is a lot more younger. He's got a good record stats and all that kind of thing. So I rather invest in him than to take on Bale. But of course, if we have
Mm-mm.
money for both, yes, why not? It's like buy one get one free. Yeah.
Wow.
But
Ambitious,
you
huh?
have been you were consistent with asking for Sancho since 1920 season. Yeah.
I think it is
Yeah.
it is
Since
it,
last
I
Yeah,
season.
for
think
two
Since
seasons
last
of Kiss
season.
My Badge, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you've been
Last
asking for
season.
Sancho. Manchester United,
yeah.
please buy for buy Sancho
Yeah
for our
lah, for
friend
Hear
here.
me
Manchester
out.
artist
Yeah,
lah.
please. For two seasons, he's
Yeah.
been asking for Sancho, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pity him lah. But
From
just buy
FIFA
lah, just
19
buy.
to FIFA 21.
Yeah, all the
yeah,
way. Just buy for
yeah.
him lah. Pity him
Yeah,
lah.
pretty him.
Yeah. Yeah, will you like
Well,
Kane?
oh man, that's a. I was thinking about it actually.
Yeah, will
I
you
was
like
thinking
Kane?
about it, but I
From
think
It's so
from
wrong for
Spurs,
you to
huh?
even think about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's,
mean,
but
I was
that's why.
like, no, let's
I think
not talk
it's
about the club lah, because
ah.
so Campbell came from Spurs also. So
Hey,
usually
you're like
people from Spurs would want to come to Arsenal, so it's okay. Yeah, so it's okay. They are upgrading themselves, right? But
Mm.
in terms of skills, would we want that? I would say I prefer a style of play now that is fast. Like what Manchester United is playing and what Liverpool is playing as well last season. Well, they were doing it well last season. Very fast counter attack, very lightning speed.
mm,
And I don't think Kane fits that style. If you ask me lah, I want that kind of style. So even if
mm,
I see Aubameyang, Saka, right? Bukayo, not the granite. Yeah. So they are very fast, right? I want like that. I want that kind of style. Even Lacazette also, he's a bit slow. His reaction is fast, but he's a bit slow. So I wouldn't want to go for Kane, who has that, like you say lah, number 9, big guy, target man kind of. I
mm.
prefer a faster pace, like what you guys are playing. I think. Yeah, even I think Cavani is faster or he's smarter because of his experience. So his
His
movement
experience.
actually he's 5 steps ahead of you because he knows what's going to happen. So he's not fast in terms of legs, right? Physically, but he knows that okay, I have to be there by this. So he's like 5 steps ahead. Yeah. So I wouldn't want
He,
Kane for now.
Cavani, his positional play and his situational play is
Instincts.
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, his
yeah,
instincts.
instinct. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Amazing.
Because like what you say, like he makes the play like 5 steps ahead even before it's being played out, and making the runs. I think he's. I don't know. I don't remember seeing a striker doing it like in
I
the
prefer
recent
I prefer
times.
Cavani to be in Arsenal because I think sometimes we need that experience off the field.
Ah,
Like he's playing well, he's contributing the goals, but at the same time, he can contribute by teaching the youngsters off the field or during training. I don't want to
nice.
do David Luiz teaching people. You get you get what I mean or not? So
Yes,
with
I get
Cavani's
you.
experience, I don't mind him like in training ground. Oh, you say, oh, this is how you move. This is how he will really help the young players if he's in a team. So not just contributing through goals, right? He's contributing through his sharing of experience to the other players as well. Yeah. So let's talk more about Cavani. He started a bit slow. Then after that, he slowly got into it. I think he started to blossom during Europa games, right? Then after that, in the EPL also, he start to
Mhm.
excel.
Yep.
What's your
I think
report card
Ole
on him? Yeah.
I think Ole did a good job in terms of transitioning him into playing more, because I think he was signed, but he wasn't just turning up for the games sooner than expected. Plus, there was a lot of downtime for him. I think he had maybe struggled with injury, and of course, just not used to the EPL. And of course, we had another striker. I mean, we still have another striker called Martial, who
Oh,
had,
Called Marcia.
yeah.
God,
So
Martial.
What the hell?
no, I mean, no hate to Martial. I mean, I like this guy, but the thing is, like, I just wish Martial can be something like Cavani. The only you see, Cavani will chase after the ball, and Martial doesn't. Like that annoys the fuck out of me
Oh,
because I think that's what uh, makes a lot of defenses gabra because he will run after the ball like a mad dog, and it causes panic in the opposition defense. And one poor ball, the other guys are onto it. Like Bruno is running and chasing the ball also. So
Yeah,
like
pressing.
we have seen a number of games they did that, and they managed to score goals also by causing the defender to panic, make a mistake and lose the ball in even the midfield or defense. So we've seen it. So I think that's what's been lacking. The kind of the necessity up front. So Cavani brought a breath of fresh air. He's shown experience, and I just again wish that he would have come in like maybe 2 years earlier. We're talking about we had Falcao. I thought Falcao would be smashing.
Falcao.
I thought him and Rooney will smash all the record books and all that. That was poor. I mean, we had Falcao, Van Persie, and Rooney. I mean, what more do you want? You know what I mean? We had all three in one team, and still nothing happened for us.
Oh. Start.
Easy it was. So
Okay.
you know,
Okay,
His,
can.
who
his
start?
was
You guys are
His
back.
is
You guys are
asking.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
His
anyways,
is asking in the comments.
yeah. So I mean,
about Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, Mail is asking about Bruno Fernandes. Is he that good?
Yeah.
I think we have talked about it, and Satish loves Bruno Fernandes. I think we can talk about it since Mail asked, but we can ask Mail also. Who is his Newcastle's player of the season? Right, Mail, who is your player of the season? Because I only know Maxima.
Messi.
Right.
oh,
Yeah, only in FIFA also he's good. I think
Mm.
in Newcastle he's one of the better players. Do you agree with me, Mail, that Maxima is the best one? Even what's Almiron? Who's he? He's like a little kid, being knocked about in the field.
The three of us is consensus on has a consensus on this.
Louder, just.
Bruno Fernandes is a very good player. All three of us agrees on this already. So
Yeah.
I think that one don't need to be discussed lah. Right. Truthfully, he is a very
Is he?
even for me.
He is that good, right? He is that
He
good,
is
lah.
that good, man. He is that good. He was linked to us before, like I said. So, he was like one of the players touted to, if we have him, he will definitely improve our team. So, yeah. Joelinton.
Joelinton,
Joelinton. Bloody hell. Joelinton is not even. He's definitely
Maybe
joking.
maybe Kane should be in Newcastle lah. Maybe.
You think he will go there, man? I don't think so, lah. Forget it, lah.
okay.
Kane.
I think we also need to also. I mean, since we're in the topic, right? I think we should also find time to mention about West Ham because I think West Ham they deserve that spot.
That's true,
They
man.
they now basically force us to admit that they could be a top 6 team. And
They are
just by
not.
the finish, yeah, they so I think West Ham deserves some kind of mention here.
Yeah, shout out,
and-
Mohamed.
Too bad to Mohamed not here lah. Mohamed is not
Yeah.
part of the thing. Yeah. Congrats West Ham. Congrats ex the chosen not the chosen one. No.
What?
Football genius.
Football genius. Yeah. Football genius for bringing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. For bringing
but
them into Europa.
Him bringing them to Europa is a achievement already. For me, like
It is.
imagine last season you guys are they are actually in contention for relegation.
Yeah.
And this season is Europa. That's a
Yes.
very big jump, So
Yeah.
congrats to them, really.
Yeah. David Moyes is
Kudos,
too
man.
big for Manchester United maybe lah. Doesn't fit,
Or
doesn't
his
fit,
or
doesn't
his
fit.
Europa level lah. That's why his
Oh,
Europa level ni.
Like,
yeah.
like I said, he's not he like I ever said before, he's not good in managing big egos. Lah. Simply put, he cannot,
Hmm.
I guess, be able to, he's, I guess, probably not good at man management. He's probably good in delegating tactics, discussing, tactics and scenarios and formations. But maybe he lacks the man connection.
But not just him, right? Lingard, I think, contributed to where West Ham is today as well. What do you think?
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I think West Ham, they they were just injected by this guy called Jesse Lingard because I think maybe he came in and he's like, okay guys, I'm the missing spark. Because
Batman.
yeah, yeah, it's the other way around. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Batman.
Yeah, yeah. So
So now that they have Europa money, right? They might buy Lingard, right? Now they are in Europa, right? So
wait,
we
but
got
the
the money.
money,
We
the,
got the money.
the
You
money will
wish,
only come in next season. It won't be coming
Yeah,
in
but they plan
now.
ahead, what? So we will use it.
yeah,
You must go
possible.
alone first. Ah.
Uh, I mean, best case scenario is we get the money from the group stages, that kind of thing. From the group stages. Even if we get knockout, we get that much money, right?
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean that's pending if they open up the stadiums next season lah. If they
TV
don't,
rights, TV rights, television rights, broadcast rights. I don't know. Will that be
It's
enough
a few
to
million also.
buy Lingard from Manchester United?
100 plus million, right? For the television rights.
Yeah,
So
use
far,
credit
I can
terms like
see.
Imran say. Yeah, what?
Yeah, maybe lah.
yeah,
Yeah, loan lah,
yeah.
loan. Loan
I don't
Because
against
mind.
if
I
interest.
think
uh,
I don't mind because we have a lot of players to get rid of.
also you don't mind getting rid of Lingard lah.
I think more money better lah.
Hey,
Because if
more
I was
money
West Ham,
means your
right?
owner.
Yeah.
Your owner get the money, not you.
Your
You
owner
think
get
what?
the
No,
money. Yeah.
no, but then you see the owners this season they kena from the fans already ma. The fans all object lah, protest lah, all this kind of thing, right? So
Mm.
if you don't invest, I mean that's the thing. You're only digging your own grave as a owner because this season what happened with the ESL and all that thing, it's already putting fans on the edge, and then they create they cancelled Liverpool and United game at Old Trafford. So that was how big it was. It's a humiliation and all kinds of embarrassment on an international level. So if they sell players and they don't invest, they will kena. So that's what I'm looking at. At least now they will be on their edge and say, okay, fine, we will do business today. Like we will do business for this season. We will buy the players Ole asked for. So, but in order to facilitate that, they need to sell players. So if Jesse Lingard has to go, then go.
We talk about money, right? Newcastle every season no money, like what Mail say. So, but which one is more embarrassing, Mail? To say that you no money or players don't want to come to Newcastle? So it's better to just say no money,
I think
right?
better keep quiet lah. Better don't say anything lah. Well, stop where you're head. Don't
Yeah.
say anything. Don't
Just
say anything. If
yeah,
I
you did
I
well
don't
lah. You did well.
do
Newcastle
well.
did well this
Not bad, not
season
bad.
lah. You managed to get manager. Hey, you say Steve Bruce lousy. He got April month of April manager of the month. Ah,
It blows my mind
yeah.
because
He
there were so many different deserving managers.
yeah. But for that month, they drew with Liverpool. I think they beat Spurs. They kind of like
They have
had
a
a
good
good
run.
result against the top
Yeah.
four teams, right?
Yep. They
And
have
then
a good
after that
run.
they lost to Arsenal lah, but I don't need to mention that lah. Yeah.
But
I had to sell
this
it.
is,
I have to
I
sell it.
think, I have to add in to this. Now there is a chance. There is a high chance that with David Moyes at the helm, West Ham is the new Everton.
Is it? Do you think?
No,
Last last time when he's at Everton, right? He's always going into top four or between four and middle of the table. And now West Ham is also at number six. So he needs the kind of players where it's not star. They are not football stars. He like Sati say, I agree. He's probably not a manager who can manage football stars, but he can get the players who are not name brands or household names and get them to play well together. And that's what Everton was previously. And
I see,
now
I see.
West Ham is like that. You
But
see
he needs
Jack
Lingard,
and
right? He needs Lingard.
she
Because
probably
if
needs
he
Lingard lah.
returns Lingard to Manchester United and they are in Europa next season, he would say, if I was West Ham, I would say, hey, we better buy him, man, since he's contributed so much and he's happy with West Ham because we have
Mm-hmm.
Europa and we have our EPL
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
next
yeah.
season,
Yeah.
right?
They
We need
probably need a
players,
player
yeah.
like him. Yep.
Hmm, hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. So to me, if I was West Ham, I would keep Lingard, and I think Moyes is, yeah. I kind of agree lah. But why would you don't agree that it's not the new the new Everton, Satish?
Ah, yeah. Why?
Yeah.
No, I think like that you are. I feel like we're gonna discount West Ham because I think West Ham we rather see a revival of West Ham rather than calling them a new Everton. You know what I mean? And just in terms of terms, because I feel like West Ham. Not that I don't like Everton, but I feel like it's a phase. It's a phase. Like we need to allow West Ham to create their own legacy and say, okay, fine, West Ham is also a top six. If you're gonna put both teams in the say, oh, West Ham is the new Everton, then I think it's kind of like a disrespect to West Ham's achievements thus far.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Everton is
yeah.
the new West Ham, so they swap role already.
Hey, you don't
They swap.
disrespect the manager, okay?
Yeah,
Ancelotti.
exactly.
Uh,
I wanted him to be in Arsenal, Yeah, yeah,
Where
you
would
know.
who knows?
Ancelotti go? Because I think Ancelotti will leave also.
Yeah, who
Really.
knows? Next season
It's
I
they
his
think he
have
will
side
leave.
project lah. I
Pochettino.
think it's his side. It's like his project that says, okay, I'm going to try to bring this team of mid-tables, players up. I want to see how far they will go. And then
Because
his
I think
owners also support with money, what? Right?
Ancelotti will want to have like a last hurrah and try to manage a bigger team than Everton. So I
Mm-hmm.
think if a chance appears to him, he
Arsenal.
might go. Who knows? I have a feeling. I have a feeling if Zidane is leaving and Ancelotti goes to Real, I think that's a possibility because Real is not new to him. He's been a manager before. So I think if it's just a gut feeling. I feel like Everton, Ancelotti will leave, and if he's leaving, he's probably want to go back to a bigger team. And in that sense, he may want to go to Real Madrid since Zidane is leaving. Just a gut feeling.
This is why I am excited for next season. So after Euros, Euros, after that, right? I'm excited for next season because all these teams we're mentioning West Ham, even Newcastle, Everton, and all that, right? We will start to see what kind of signings they make and what kind of changes there is. Not even Arsenal and whoever is between number one. Okay, Manchester City don't need to say lah. They will buy a lot of people lah. So let's say from Manchester United onwards, all the way down to Southampton. Southampton has performed quite well as well at the start of the season, and then they dipped a bit, but I think the first part of the season they were playing so well. So these are the teams where we can see where if they start to invest and they start to get the players in or who wants to come in and who goes out, right? It will be another exciting season. Oh, I cannot wait for next season.
Nice, nice. I think next season, Satish is expecting number one from third, second, and then that's the progression, right? So now Klopp has ended his 5-year plan. Up
Mm.
for what's next season for you?
Number one lah. We also vying for number one.
You're also vying for number one and
Yeah,
no
number one.
injuries lah. No
Yes,
injuries.
VVD is back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
no
VVD.
injuries. For
Heart pain.
Arsenal, top four lah, top four. Top
Top
four
four.
for me is I don't expect so much. Top four and beat all these big clubs.
Wenger, is that you? Wenger?
Wenger was right.
Top four.
Wenger was right. Top four is the trophy. Top four is a trophy. No, when
So
you're
Wenger
eight,
was right, man.
when you're a mid-table team like Arsenal, the
Oh,
next aspiration is top four. Yeah, you can be saying number
oh.
one, right? You look at Manchester United, you look at City. I have to be realistic. I see Liverpool. I don't think we can beat them at the moment with the way we are playing. So Manchester United is definitely, I
Mm,
respect the way Ole is, the style of play that you all are having. Liverpool, even though you all are injured this season, right? You still are good, tactically. So City is out of the question.
yeah,
Chelsea
true.
has so many individual players like Ziyech, and all the players, Kante
Yeah, yeah.
even now the goalkeeper also solid. Even the
Mendy.
defenders now getting better. Now who's that
Mm.
defender? I think left back or centre back now. All very
Who?
skillful now. Uh,
Zuma.
Not
Oh, Zuma,
Zuma.
right?
Zuma. There's another one. Is there another one?
Another one. I forgot lah. Who?
Who? Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Who?
Chilwell lah.
Chilwell, yeah, Chilwell also good. Zuma,
Chilwell left,
I
right?
think, it's Zuma lah. I think, yeah. So I think if Arsenal look at it, these four clubs are already cannot be beat. So to get into top four already good to me, and beat all these
Mm,
big teams. You show that you're up there with them, right? Then I
mm,
would say I'll be happy for next season. Farhan says that,
Sparta.
just want to add, Farhan saying that City will go all out to win the Champions League, like what
Yeah,
Sati say, because it's Pep's holy grail.
well.
Yeah, holy
Yeah, something
grail.
that he never won before at City.
Mm,
Considering that the past 4 seasons, aside from us winning the league one time last season, we broke the duck for City. City won it 3 out of 4 times, including this year. So imagine that. That's how strong they are with the amount of millions and millions of that they have. So
No, for
uh,
them, for City, uh, their catalyst is Pep because they've always had money. You're talking about the times where they had Mancini, Pellegrino. Is he
mm,
Pellegrino or Pellegrini? I don't know. I cannot remember. Pellegrino, I know lah, the mineral water.
Pellegrini.
Uh, yeah. So, they had Mark Bruce. So they always had money. That didn't change. The manager changed. So it's Pep who's the catalyst. So if Pep leaves, then yes, Man City will go into a slump. But I feel like as long as he's at the helm, City can be quite remarkable lah.
As long as we don't become like Bundesliga lah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, look at
that's the aim.
why you mean?
boring every time Bayern with the
Yeah,
occasional
Dortmund.
Dortmund, right? So far this season, right? German league is the only league that retains the same champion. Okay, the League One, France, they already have a new champion, Lille.
That's
Right?
because of Pochettino.
That's
You can't take the Spurs out of man.
Yeah, you
yeah.
cannot take the Spurs out of the man.
No, I was just going to say it's because they sell away Pepe and and Gabriel, but
Hey,
yeah.
no, it's
But yeah lah. I mean, look at that. And then after that, Atletico break the run also. They are now champions of La Liga. So we don't want to be the next Bundesliga, man. Manchester City always no kena FFP. Right? Imran said, as long as at the helm, they will not kena FFP, and then they keep on winning and winning and winning. Nobody challenging them. Then like that, it become a boring league. No more
That's
excitement
why
already.
that's why I say money is so important. The other teams have to invest accurately. Because
But
you
difficult.
have Man City who's gonna go out and get players. They already signed like a wonder kid from Brazil. They already signed a player. So
Leo Meso. No,
Leo Meso.
Leo Meso.
I don't know. Some Brazilian teenager they already signed him.
Okay.
So it's
Oh my
a
god.
pending work permit. So
Mm,
I don't
mm.
know. They
Is
start that one.
Pep's last UCL in 2009? Is it true?
With
Imran?
Barcelona.
2009. That's
Barcelona.
quite a long time ago. So he's really needs the Champions League now lah.
Yeah lah.
Anyway,
No choice.
YouTube comment. Thank you, Varna Iswara. He's agreeing with me that Arsenal should aim for Europa first. Betul?
Mm.
Correct. Yeah, see, I say mid-table team must always slowly
Oh,
progress and aim. Cannot be
baby, baby
top
steps
one.
lah. Baby steps. Yeah,
Baby steps
baby steps.
slowly. Cannot be UCL champions lah like that. So cannot, right? Mana? So he's asking also don't have no Chelsea
Oh,
panel. We have some Chelsea fans lah, Mana. They are in the chat for Facebook.
wow,
Yeah.
James saying that not worry, Man City will have a hard time next season. I think he's talking about United challenging them. Sorry, my laugh a bit too loud again. Excuse me.
No, I just feel like you sound too cocky
Huh?
because you
Oh,
you
not.
just think you just think that because you will have Van Dijk next season, you're gonna go back to the top. It's laughable, bro.
I never say that we are the ones who's challenging. It could be
But you're
other teams.
discounting that we are challenging.
I'm saying that Chelsea will probably still be the one that is the most dangerous team aside from Manchester City.
Hey, I think
Ah,
James is the one cocky. He's asking
yeah.
where's Pool right now.
West, yeah, Liverpool we are number three, just below you. With all our injuries, we're just below you by one position. So don't talk so
You
much,
just
James. Huh?
have to say all the time.
Cool. He's the one asking. So I
I
have to
know,
say it.
but you're saying injuries. Like you're assuming that without the injuries, you will still win the league this season. I don't think so, bro.
Why?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Why?
You are
The
using
thing is,
injuries as an excuse. Liverpool fans are using injuries as
Exactly.
an excuse. Come on.
okay.
Huh?
Let us bring into fact for this. Last season, Manchester City has one defender who's injured. Where are they? One defender only. The main defender, Laporte. He's injured for most of the season. Where are they? They are second position. They didn't win champion. Right? We have our first three choice of defenders out for the whole season. So where are we? Number three. So it makes sense or not? Makes sense or not? Your
No,
most one of the most important defenders that you have is out for the season. Your performance dip.
I just think it's not a good. I take it as a reason, but I feel like
Hmm.
it's not a good enough reason or excuse to say, oh, because I did not have all these players, I am not champion.
Santis,
It's just
Santis.
one of the mm,
Do you
because
think
I
that
feel
they went beyond expectations by being third, even with the injuries? What do you think?
no. I mean credit to them for making a good run. As in as what just mentioned, right? The last 10 matches is what made it happen for them. So just judging by that, that means full players are not that bad. You're saying because we lost three players, first choice players, we could not be first or whatever crap you're saying. But the fact that you've proven yourself to get into the top three means you can still do without these players. That's what I'm
Yeah, and
driving at.
Imran, I
Like
think you have to add that points, right, Santis? Imran saying that it's actually your front three who is not firing. It's not the injuries.
exactly.
Your Firmino is not scoring for so
Yeah,
many games, you know,
we
and
have a bad
Mane and
season.
Salah, even though Salah is up there in the top scorer, but you know, compared to previous
Because
season,
But that's the
honestly,
thing.
I'm just sick and tired of this Van Dijk shit, bro. Just
Okay,
move
I ask
along.
you, Maguire is out for how many games?
Why? I don't care.
That's the thing. Maguire is out for how many games right now, right? And for the past few
I
games, how
don't
many have you
care.
won?
I don't
How many have you
care.
won?
The team is progressing and we're in the final. I'm
No, no,
more
no.
worried
That's what
about
I'm
that.
saying. I'm saying that the thing is, your defense are leaking in goals. You lost to us 4-2 when Maguire is
Yeah.
not there. Then after that, the
Okay.
next game, you lose again, right?
Okay.
Because Maguire is not there. So one main defender
We won
missing.
last night. We won last night
Last
against
night, yeah,
Wolves.
the same lah. We also won last night because after that, right,
You're
we start to
saying
learn. We start to learn from one missing defender. We start to learn to
Mane.
progress.
Let's talk about Mane. Let's don't talk about Van Dijk. Let's talk about Mane. His season
Why?
because
Oh,
he's not been
yeah,
performing, and Imran saying Mane mana?
Mane. That's a good one, Imran. But
Yeah.
Mane has not. Yeah, he himself admit that this is his worst season. Our front three is, I think, middle of the season I was mentioning this. Our front three is not firing. There is one striker who was, there was one forward who was going in and stepping up for the front three. Okay, aside from Salah who has been scoring, he was actually stepping up for the other two. okay, Bobby himself is actually a false nine, so he may not be the one who's supposed to scoring goals. But Mane is not scoring, so he step up. Jota, but Jota was after that injured for 2 months plus, and Mane of course cannot step up after that. So we are not making excuses. This is the truth. When a player that you can depend on is injured, you will not be performing well.
Imran says last night United played B team and won away.
You see,
Hey Imran, you Chelsea or United fan?
no, no, just. You keep saying these are not excuses, these are not excuses, but these are excuses, man. I mean, you say you lost Jota, you had good reinforcements on the bench. You're talking about Shaqiri, you're talking about the whatever super sub striker you have,
Yeah.
Origi. So
These
the thing
these
about
players
the
are not
team
good
is that
enough. These players are not good enough to step up. They are good players, but they are not good enough to step up. They are not performing. Shakiri once in a while, yes, can. The thing is, he's after that, right? He's just not performing.
see, I don't get it.
Mael
He
says
doesn't want to
excuses
admit.
lah.
Yeah, that's why I see everybody keeps saying excuses, but that's the thing. I just want one time you guys have
Just
a major
admit you
player
are
injured,
excuses.
but it's not excuse. It's the truth. It's facts. I keep on saying it's facts. It's not excuses. It's facts. Right. We have how many
Yeah,
players injured? We have Matip,
yeah. Bro,
Gomez,
you float in your own sampan.
Jota. No, that's the thing. Because people keep discounting that. Oh, Liverpool. Okay, I ask you. If let's say we have a full team, same as last season, right? Where do you think we'll be now?
I,
Where do you think we'll be?
you are
Speculations.
asking a hypothetical question.
Yeah,
The thing is,
Correct.
speculations.
So basically, aren't you giving an excuse also because you guys cannot confirm that we will not be champion? Right? It's an excuse also,
okay,
what?
bro, you're asking me to be a fortune teller, which I'm not. That
No,
Correct.
doesn't mean
is it
that.
no? Let's touch on more like okay, like Imran say, there's no club that has the depth like Manchester City, right? De
Uh-huh.
Bruyne out
Mm,
injured, they have another player who just as good as De Bruyne, right? So nobody can fight in terms of depth. But
Yes,
can you say
exactly.
that Klopp didn't foresee by getting Shaqiri, who is not good enough? I feel. You know, he got
Mm-hmm.
okay. Jota is the only one success, right? But
Yep.
before that, all the signings that Klopp did to have that second backup team, to
Mm-hmm.
Mane, Firmino, and all that, it's not good
Mm-hmm.
enough. So isn't it Klopp's fault at least because he didn't prepare a second supporting team in case the first team goes down?
The first team, the thing is that the players who went down, right? Uh, all of them are first team members. Thiago also was injured. Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip. Who else you want to say? Jota injured. Even our who else? Uh,
the kid
basically,
man
okay.
was injured too.
The Kidman retired already. The Kidman retired already. But that's the thing. All these players are all injured. Okay, even Kabak was injured. Ben Davies, we signed in to replace, also injured after that. So it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. We have more than half a team. Even the backup of the backup is injured. So what? How you want us to perform, right? And the thing is, when you have a first team who is playing together for one whole season already, I see even Fahan say even the reserves are injured. The reserve of reserves are also injured. It's not an excuse. When you have a team who is playing well for the whole season, and then their backup who's been training with you is also injured, and then you have to have youngsters who are less than 20 years old playing at your backline. Our backline has more than 20 pairings for the whole season. You ask yourself this: do your team can perform
In
if
that
you
case, right,
have a
Mael says that
defense?
his captain injured. Mael was saying his captain injured for half a season. If the captain not injured, right, I think they top 4 already for Newcastle.
No lah, they are 12 now. So if
Yeah,
you
he's saying
give
that
another,
if full season, if he's not injured for full season, he's saying that he can be in Europa, Newcastle.
His
Isn't it?
captain cannot, Mail, your captain cannot even fit into West Ham lah. So don't talk, don't talk so much ah. Don't talk so much. I think your captain cannot even fit into West Ham. So I don't think
No,
so. You can.
I think just. I just want to say that you are saying we cannot. Whatever you're saying, we should take it as facts, correct,
Hmm?
and
Yeah.
not excuses.
Mm-hmm.
That itself is a big excuse.
Why?
So just
Enlighten me.
agree, move on, move on.
We
That
have moved
these
on.
are
You
all
guys are the one who bringing it up.
Actually,
Right?
the we will only see it right next season. That's what it makes it exciting. With
Yeah,
VVD,
that's what I'm saying.
back right, then we see how at the end of next season,
Yeah.
see how Liverpool fare. That's what you're trying to say, right? Just
The cocky ones now, right, are the team who is second spot. Now the fans are coming out, and we are lower than them. That's the team that's cockiest now.
yeah.
Okay,
But the
it's
cocky
not
team
us.
also Imran has a good point. The cocky team has Maguire and they are second.
Oh, oh, okay.
you especially you hate Maguire so much, right?
They're second. With such a defender, they are second.
Oh yeah, oh, Imran, good point. Okay, we have excuses. Just for that line, I agree. It's excuses. Just for that
Yeah.
line.
What's
It's
what's
fake.
the
You know.
update on Minamino?
He's still at Southampton. He hasn't, he has been blowing hot and cold. So at that moment, we decided to loan him off. That's why he needs regular playing time rather than always be at reserves. Because whenever he plays, he's sharp. He has good ideas on the ball and all that, an able replacement for Bobby. But because he's not playing regularly, so we loan him out to Southampton.
But not
Not
as
too
big
sure
as
whether.
impact as Lingard or Willock lah.
Yes, yeah, because I think for Lingard, at that level, he enhances the team for West Ham. They need a playmaker, and he performs as a playmaker. Whereas for us, right, if you ask a lot of fans, Liverpool fans, we would rather play Minamino. Actually, a lot of us want Minamino to play, but they decided to loan him out. So
So it will continue.
he
Sorry, you were saying that continue to loan
continue what?
or the next
No,
season?
we are hoping. I'm not too sure whether they will continue to loan him out next season or not. But looking at this season, right, I would rather all the players, right, just keep inside our team lah. Don't anybody out because this season has been traumatic for Liverpool fans actually.
Imran
Injury
saying that
after
Lingard
injury.
and Willock have something to prove. But
That's
Minamino also have
good.
something to prove lah, I
Yeah,
guess. Right.
yeah, yeah. He actually performed quite well the first few games for Southampton. Hmm.
He scored, right? The first few
He
games.
scored, he assisted also. Yeah, correct. First game, not bad lah. He performed not bad lah. But, yeah.
So can I just get the update? I know
Mm.
VVD is back in training and all that, right? Are you saying
Mm-hmm.
that next season everybody will be back?
Not necessarily because so far Hendo is training. VVD is doing his light training only. But he's skipping Euros. He's not joining the Dutch team to Euros. So he wants to recover first. And then other than that, I think most of our injured players, even Jota, he's supposed to not even play for the rest of the season. He came back to play the last game, right? So far, hopefully everybody is back lah. Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully you guys can challenge and no more excuses next. Not no more excuses, no more reason.
No more reason.
No
If
more
No
let's say
more,
reason.
no
we
more
get,
facts.
yeah,
No
no
more
more facts.
facts.
No
Already.
more
If
facts.
let's say we really didn't perform well, then it's our fault. And I can
Okay,
tell you,
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's our
But
fault.
Sabar,
that
Jas.
you are saying that you still need to buy a new defender, right?
Yeah, because our two defenders is made of glass. Farid will agree with me. Matip and Gomez, who's partnering with Van Dijk, right? They are always injured. Matip has never played a full season. Gomez also has never played a full season, although they are very good. They are always injured. So we need somebody who can perform at that level with VVD, and then with a few backups lah.
Anyone in mind?
Yeah. I think at the moment, everybody is hyping
David
about
Luiz.
Konate.
David
David
Luiz.
Luiz. They are hyping up Konate from RB, Red Bull, and then I'm
I be
hoping.
confirmed already. What Konate is confirmed already. What? Why hyping?
No, because haven't. As long as he never appear in our jersey, take picture all that, we won't. We don't want to. We don't want to confirm. Other than that, I
Sign
think.
already lah.
Other than
Yeah.
that, I think Kabak lah. If you're asking me personally, I want Kabak, but we don't know whether Kabak is going to stay or not.
Oh, because he's on loan, is it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What about
I'm
Varane or
hoping
Marquinhos?
Varane. I don't think so. He will go anywhere lah. Varane, I don't think so. He will leave. Marquinhos. Okay, in FIFA is good Marquinhos, but
He's
uh,
quite old, I guess, right?
yeah, yeah, but experience. These two are very experienced. I mean, Varane is young lah,
Mm.
but having played, the main thing is that these two are not league proven. They have not played it in the English Premier League. So no matter how good they are, right, we don't know how they will
Mm,
perform.
mm, 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 mm.
So it's always take everything with a pinch of salt. When it comes to English Premier League, it's always take it with a pinch of salt. Even Kanote also. Oh, he's a young player, 21 years old, proven in the Bundesliga, but he haven't come to English Premier League. Even I also don't want to say that. Oh, he's going to be somebody who's performing.
Same thing for Mbappe lah, also.
Wow, Varane to United.
Satish, Varane to United.
Mm.
How?
Oh, Marquinhos is quite
I
young,
don't
also
know.
27.
I don't know. I don't know. It will be a good signing, but Sancho first. Settle Sancho first.
Sancho first, your favorite
Yeah,
player
yeah,
lah,
yeah.
Sancho
Sancho,
lah.
Sancho
come on,
first.
Man U. Help our friend here for 2 seasons. He's been asking for Sancho.
Yeah lah, picture him lah. Buy
Settle
lah, just buy.
Sancho first, then buy whatever you want lah.
Wow,
But get him
Rashford
first.
left, Sancho right, Kane middle. Wow, crazy man.
Kane with
Then
Cavani.
go Bruno Fernandes
At the back.
and still got Pogba at the back.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that is okay. That if that really happen for United, right? I think they can become champion. Really.
Because I tell you, we have Bailly who's not too bad. I mean, very unlucky with injuries throughout his United career. With Lindelof, who's a steady defender at best, and then Maguire is hot and cold lah. Sometimes he justifies his price tag. Sometimes he's worth 80 cents. But the fact is defense fine. We can cover because as long as the team is scoring more than conceding, we can win a goal. We can win a game. So that's all I care about. It's about winning the game rather than clean sheets.
It sounds like our season, when first time Klopp took over. We concede, but we score more. So,
Yeah, as long as you're
yeah,
winning the game, doesn't matter who's
yes,
gonna say anything. So
yes. You
I
leak in
rather
also
we
never mind.
bolster
That's
the
true.
attack and we score more goals and have a decent defense at the back. I'm happy.
Attack is the best defense. What they always say.
Really, ah.
Yeah.
Arsenal
Attacking
is
best
the
defense.
worst scoring record this season, actually.
And look where are they.
Yeah, that's true. But we had to work on our defense also lah, actually. Imran is saying Dortmund will release one only, Haaland or Sancho. Haaland just came in, right? So I think maybe Sancho might go out. I don't know.
Sancho, I think Haaland's got a release clause where Sancho doesn't.
I see.
Sancho can leave at a lower price because I think last season they were asking for 120 million, which United say in explicit words, go and mind your own business. So I think this season they're willing to bring down the price. So I think to pay maybe 80 to 90 million for Sancho would be decent money. If they ask for anything more than that, then forget it. We can buy better players elsewhere because I don't think he's a 100 million rated player. Haaland, of course, if Haaland also comes, I mean,
Wow.
initially I thought Haaland would come because the transfer speculation said that they had a meeting. Ole went over to meet his father, went to Norway to meet his family, all this kind of stuff, and then right after the news report comes, he signs for Dortmund. So I feel like he tried to persuade Haaland to sign for United, but couldn't convince him. So I think that was forgotten already. I think that's why eventually, they went on to sign Cavani and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, I think a priority is still a right-sided midfielder. Sorry, a right-sided winger or slash forward. And I don't think we're in the market for a striker yet. That would be too disgraceful if disrespectful for Cavani and Martial because we do have two strikers at the moment. So go and plug the holes where we need it first. So in that sense, go and pick it on the right side
Then
first.
some more you got Greenwood.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
Young, very young.
there's no reason why we desperately need a striker. We need
Yeah.
a proper winger.
Well, I agree with you, Imran. He's talking about Arsenal. Imran is talking about Arsenal that we tinker too much, and even with Villarreal also, I do not know. That's why I say my rating for Arteta is just
7 point.
6.5
Oh, 6.5.
because
Yeah.
substitution is illogical to me. Under from a fan's perspective, I don't know what he's doing. Tactics also, I don't know. I don't get it lah. I don't get it. Hey, since you guys are online, right? Imran, how do you rate your manager
Manager.
out of 10
Yeah.
for this season? Maybe because Tuchel is quite, during this short period, right? Maybe just during this short period of time, what's your manager ratings? What do you guys think? James also, how would you rate your manager and why out of 10 lah? Yeah. Elanga,
James.
who's Elanga? James is saying that.
Oh, one of the very flowery hair player,
Oh, is it?
midfielder. Yeah,
Oh.
he's an attacker lah. So
Imran,
he's very
Tuchel
young.
or Lampard, you can rate each one of them also can lah. So
Yeah, but
Elanga is a what? Midfielder,
he's
Forward.
attacking. It's all, yeah,
attacking.
he's
So
attacking player.
he has prospect as well, is it?
He can play. He can play. Left, right, center. He's quite good. But other than that, right? Actually, James was actually disagree with you, Satish. He says that Sancho doesn't fit United. Maybe because I
I
don't know. Maybe because I think he's not. He's also still not proven as an English Premier League player, so you never know. Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's the case. But I feel like I've watched enough Sancho highlights to say uh, he could fit well is because he's got England colleagues, basically a lot of England colleagues in the United team. You're talking about Rashford, you're talking about Wan Bissaka. He's going to play on the right. You're talking about Aaron Wan Bissaka,
Spider-Man.
Maguire, Dean Anderson, Luke Shaw. So you got Greenwood in the England setup too. So he's got a number of England players who he's already known to and well friends with. I mean, I think he's kind of best friends with Rashford because every now and then you can see them,
Going out together.
sending
Hanging
texts
out lah,
over
hanging
on
out.
Instagrams,
Going out together
Instagrams
also.
and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like because of the English connection and the way they already used to play in the younger setups, because you're talking about uh, the class of footballers, like English footballers they have, right? So Sancho is the same class as Rashford because they all kind of sort of entered the game together. You're talking about Sancho, Green was more or less inside, but still playing for under 21s. But then
Sancho,
Rashford,
Rashford,
your
Lingard,
Sterling, yeah,
TAA,
Lingard,
Sterling. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So they're all one bunch and one class. So I feel like if that's the case, if they can do it in the England setup, so I feel like they could do it in the United setup also. So just having the familiarity of English players can drive him to do better.
Yeah,
Plus, he's
that's the
fast.
reason.
He's fast.
Yeah. Yep.
He's fast. He's fast. Very
Definitely.
skillful, and you're just talking about maybe ironing out some kind of position and tactics to him, and then shouldn't be a problem. Young
Okay.
player also. Yeah.
Alright, just want to add, James rates Ole 8/10.
Yep. I think it's accurate.
Imran, yep.
It's
Sorry?
accurate to me
It's
as a third
accurate.
part, as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
third.
I
Yeah,
I
it's
also
accurate.
agree.
Yep.
Yep. And Imran rates Lampard 7/10 because of his legacy in promoting youth.
Mm-hmm.
For
But
Tuchel is six
yeah,
at he says
six.
six out of 10. Because he
That's
say his subs come in late. Tactics wise, I don't know. He says his downfall is alienating senior players, which led to lack of leadership. That one for Lampard lah. Lampard. Yeah, because I think he
uh
was too close with his youths and
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
depended
yeah.
on them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's his downfall lah. Yeah, he couldn't
Mm.
mix it. He couldn't mix it. But Tuchel, I don't get it. Why six? His subs came in late. Tactic wise, almost same with double six players. I don't get that second part. Almost same with double six players. What does he mean by that? Double
I
I
don't
think
six.
know.
I think what he's trying to say is that uh, because Chelsea eventually the late push to top four, right? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure if Tuchel would have managed his game properly, I think they could be easily second. I
Oh,
think
okay.
they missed out on some games that should have done well. I think that's what I think everyone is trying to say.
Oh, oh, I see. Playing two CDMs. Yeah, I see. Okay.
That sounds like ours. I mean, Liverpool has constantly been having two roving CDMs. Like one stay, one will pressure, that kind of thing, lah, which even translates into my FIFA game. I always have two CDM and one camp. So uh, I don't know lah. Maybe it's well, we say FIFA lah, easy lah. But on the real
Yeah,
front,
yeah, yeah.
probably having double six, it doesn't work in the current setup. So who
I
knows,
see.
right?
Anyway, you got Kante. He's like four CDMs in front of the defenders.
Top four, I think six. It is six CDM.
60 CDMs,
This is
right?
the meme. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a meme going out where this is what you will see. Opponents of Chelsea will see. There's six Kante in front of you. That's
Yeah.
Kante, man.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's Kante lah. Respect. Let's
Ah.
wrap things up. Thank you so
Mm.
much, you guys, for being with us, Imran, James, and all that. Thank you so much
Yeah.
to our
Thank you, guys.
friends
Thank
for
you.
supporting us and being with us.
Thank
And
you
we
so
have
much.
Kiss My Best has been doing this for the past 2 seasons. Thank you,
Mm.
Satish. Thank you, Jas, for
Yep.
completing this season as well. And
Yep. Watch
all
out.
the banter, and I think we did a lot more information, right? I think you guys gave a lot more information as well, not just us as hosts, but
Yeah,
our
man.
friends as well. They shared a lot of information about the EPL. I think we gave not just banter, but a lot of information as
Thank
well.
you. Thank you.
Even with Newcastle and Mail and
Yeah, I think
Mohaimin for West Ham.
One
Yeah.
for SM. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
yeah, I think
Iskandar for
at
Spurs.
the end of the day, I think this is what we set out to achieve as in just talk about football, have peace, banter, and then of course enjoy the beautiful game. And I think I need to also shout out to you guys for making it interesting. At the same time, I feel like we were this season blessed with so many things to talk about. We talk about racism in the
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
about abuse in the game,
VAR. VAR.
and of course the most controversial of them all is the VAR. And of course,
Yeah.
no, I think at the end of the day, if you're gonna include VAR for being shit, then
My
you have to
God.
also
Yeah.
say poor refereeing also, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
True.
ties
man.
along.
Correct.
It ties
Yes.
along.
Yeah.
If the referee
Yeah.
failed to call it the first time, and then
Correct.
the VAR also screw it up, then yeah, it's a double whammy. So it's poor refereeing this season as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is happening a lot this season as
Mm.
well. Okay. So
Yep.
thank you so much, guys, and hopefully
Thank you, guys.
we continue next season as well. But in between, maybe we want to give a bit of preview. Not give a preview lah. We will just want to do a shout out that we might be doing a coverage on an event in June. I think most of you have guessed what's happening in the
Euros.
footballing world.
Euros.
Euros 2020 in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys continue to support us, and hopefully we also can continue to provide all this banter and football talk through Kiss My Badge. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Just. Thanks. Any last
Yep.
words, to end the season?
For okay. Let's just put it like that. It may be excuses. It may be an excuse. I know to all rival fans, right, it sounds like excuse. Okay, so agree to disagree. Yes, at some point it may sound like excuse. So yeah,
Nike sucks. Nike
Nike
sucks.
sucks.
Last few words.
Yes,
Nike
man.
sucks.
New Balance, bro. New Balance is still the best.
What about you,
So
Satish?
Nike.
Any last words?
I think my to just end off this season is I had a lot of fun discussing all these topics. We just have to remember again the points I said, about racism, about abuse. I think those are things that we can ourselves as human beings deal with. We deal with it in our daily lives. So I think we have to take a little bit of action as us human beings as well. If we see racism elsewhere, try not to be part of the conversation, but don't be ignorant too. If you see something bad happening,
Yeah,
try
man.
to voice out
We
and
have to
change
voice it out.
the
Yep.
narrative. Otherwise, I think we should keep enjoying our football, nevertheless, and more the banter, the better. So, you know, uh, just bring it on, man. I mean, next
Yeah,
season
yeah,
is
yeah.
Next
is
season.
we're
Oh,
really
next season.
excited. Yeah,
Next season. Oh,
Yeah, next
yeah.
season. For me, I just am grateful that I think football is about connecting and bringing people together and bringing people closer together. And
Yeah,
to
yeah. That's right.
throughout these 2 seasons that we have done this, right, Satish and just we have talked about this, right. Throughout these 2 seasons, we met so many new friends. Even James, through Just, we met Melvin, we met,
Melvin. Shout out, Melvin.
Manchester United's
Dino.
supporters club
We
and
shout out
Dino,
to
yeah,
Dino.
yeah,
Yeah,
Dino.
yeah,
Dino.
to
Dino
Dino and
from
all that,
Perth.
all the way from Perth and all that. So I'm
Yeah.
so grateful that we can connect and talk through this common language called football or this
Yeah,
common
man.
sports called football. So I'm really grateful to have, kind of the path we meet, of so many people that is supporting the EPL.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
One
so
last,
that's what I feel. That's what I feel.
one last word for me is that all those guys in the comments, James, Imran, Iskandar, Elson if he's watching,
The Leeds
uh,
fan,
Liz
yeah,
Fan Hosni,
yeah.
whoever is watching, be prepared to come on next season. Be prepared to come on next season,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Come on.
Anyway,
Join us.
for Euros, let's talk about Euros. Germany.
Espanyol, England. England.
England.
Guy England. Yeah, but we will have an Italian fan joining us as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, catch us hopefully
yep.
for the
And
next version of Kiss My Badge.
yep.
And
Thank you
see you
so
guys
much,
next season.
guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.